Now, you guys, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Tory Lanez has been found guilty in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case. Now, if you like me, this threw you for a loop, right? Because you would think with all the inconsistencies in this case, Tory would have got off. Now, I didn't know. I was against the ropes if Tory did it or not. I didn't know if Tory did it or not. If he did do it, he deserved whatever he got. And to Meg's defense, I'm sorry, right? But the main thing that I was concerned that was so alarming to me is the inconsistency in Megan Thee Stallion's story. I thought that would work to Tory Lanez's favor. For one, she failed to mention that she got into a fight with her best friend that subsequently led to those events, right? Also, her friend failed to mention that initially in the police report. For two, Meg failed to mention to the police that she had an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez. So I thought that would show that her testimony is not submittable because all the inconsistencies when she first gave her police report. For three, she told the officers that was glass fragments in her foot. Now, to her defense, she said the reason she didn't tell the officers that she got shot is because she felt that the officers would have shot Tory right then and there. So we know the climate of the country with black men, we highly targeted, right? So I guess she had sympathy for Tory and did not mention that. But that's still considered an inconsistency, right? For four, I'm still going now. The officers actually lost the evidence. When they determined that they were bullet fragments, they lost, you put the evidence inside the bag, they lost the evidence with the bag. How crazy is that? So it was a box job on the officer's side of things. But a doctor came in during the court, and even though they didn't have the evidence no longer, the doctor was able to give his testimony and confirm that those were bullet fragments in her foot. So once again, if Tory did it, 9 times out of 10, he deserved the outcome of what he got because we not condoning shooting women on this channel, all right? But once again, it threw me for a loop. Why? Because of the inconsistencies in the case. Meg Thee Stallion deliberately left out certain information, right? And I thought that would have hindered her testimony. But contrary to what I was thinking and what the rest of the people think, because I know I ain't the only one that was thinking that. A lot of people were thinking the same thing I was thinking. Contrary to that, Tory Lanez was found guilty. Now, Tory Lanez's parents was in the courtroom. His father quoted saying, "This is a wicked system. They did him wicked," all right? And his stepmother actually cried out loud. So he had people there on his side, stepmother and father. Obviously, they were unappreciative of what took place. Tory Lanez being found guilty for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. All right? Now, Tory Lanez is facing 20 years in prison. Now, you guys know there's a rapper by the name of Sean Paul. Now, Sean Paul faced 10 years in prison, right? He got locked up for a shooting incident, just like Tory Lanez. Ironically, the same thing. But he did 10 years in prison because he was found guilty. Now, if you guys remember when Sean Paul came out, shout out to Sean Paul because he's trying to be the prime minister of Belize. But he is part of the Belize government in which he was able to re-enter the country. It took time, but shout out to Sean Paul. He was actually seen performing at an event also, all right? So shout out to Sean Paul. But Sean Paul, when he got released from prison, he was deported. Also, when Sean Paul got released, he did some music in which the music wasn't sounding the same. Now, you guys know Sean Paul has a baritone voice similar to Biggie Smalls. That comparison to Biggie was what got him on, right? The voice wasn't the same. So a lot of people were disappointed, and a lot of people contribute that to the time that he spent in jail. He lost his talent, per se. But I've noticed now he's kind of found it back because when he performed, the voice sounded similar. So shout out to Sean Paul. It looks like he was able to find back and obtain that voice again, right? But what I'm trying to show you is there was some difficulty there when he first got out. He couldn't catch his voice. He couldn't find his original artistic voice. All right, and that we're praying that that's not Tory Lanez's same. He doesn't fall into the same circumstances. Now, mind you, Sean Paul did 10 years. Tory's doing 20 years. He's facing 20 years in prison, but they still have yet to give him out his sentence. But that's what he's facing, right? Now, Tory Lanez, what is he? 25, 26. Tory Lanez is somewhere in the range of 26 to 30 years old, right? Give or take. If Tory's, hypothetically, Tory faces 20 years. If he's given 20 years in prison, he's going to do about 85%. So maybe he'll be released within 17 years, 18 years, he'll be released. He's going to be around the age of 50. So there's a high probability that Tory is going to face the same issues. He's going to have to find his voice again. For two, in hip hop, it was considered a young art form, but hip hop is constantly evolving because hip hop is the youngest genre. All right. And thank God you got rappers like Jay-Z, and you have older rappers like Big Daddy Kane. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane and all these other rappers. They're still performing great. All right. But this is the problem. When Tory gets out, with all that being said, if Tory gets out, he's not going to be able to operate within the confines of America. Mind you, he's going to be deported as soon as he's released. So he's going to have to perform on the outskirts of America. Now, thank God, Tory, that you have the internet, homie. You're going to be able to reach out to your fans through the internet, right? And you might be banned in America, but not other countries. You'll be able to perform in other countries, but we know there's nothing like America, all right? There's no country like America. Shout out to my country, America. Though I'm Haitian American, all right? Shout out to America. America, America. That part, all right? So once again, guys, Tory Lanez has been found guilty for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Like I said, that threw me for a loop. Even with Kelsey, her best friend, pleading the fifth, giving immunity, use immunity. You would think that would have helped Tory's case, right? In Tory's defense, in Tory's favor. But contrary to what we're thinking, the general public, that did not happen. Tory was found guilty, all right? Now, still shout out to Tory. If you did it, Tory, I'm on the ropes still. I really don't know if you did it or not, homie. I'm on the ropes with it. But if you did it, man, God bless you, brother. And if you did it, I guess you got what you deserve. On that note, L.O.T.S approved media. Like I said, make sure you guys are smashing your subscription buttons. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so every time I drop, you guys get notified when I drop new content on the channel. All right. Also, thumbs up. The same way that you wipe your feet on the rug when you walk inside your mama house, your grandparents' house, people that you respect, wipe your feet on the rug here, and we call that hitting the thumbs up. Let's get a like on this video. All right. Let's get a like on this video. And with that being said, I'm out. Grit.